If I go back to when I was a child, I used to walk to school in the morning, I used to walk back home in the evening. There are certain houses and certain buildings that when we would pass going to school in the morning, coming home from school in the evening, we'd hear a very distinctive sound, and that was a click click of a Donegal loom in motion. And that went through all my childhood at National School because I was brought up with it, both in the home and also in my father's business. And it's a sound you never forget once you're familiar with it. The same thing true of spinning. When a spinner is working on a spinning wheel, there's a very subtle rhythmic sound that comes off the spinning wheel that no other bit of machinery can replicate. It's absolutely beautiful, very melodic, to be honest with you. Now, go back to when people were in their own cottages and what they were trying to make a living out of a very tough lifestyle. And remember, back in those days, we had three industries: fishing, farming and textiles. The beauty about the textile industry, people could go back to textiles when they had the time and nothing else was to be done on the farm. Take a farmer, he had his crops to one, his turf to one, his hay to one, his animals to look after. When those jobs were done, he could come back to weaving. The same with the ladies of the house. If they were at home and they weren't looking after their family, they could do a bit of carding, do a bit of spinning, do a bit of knitting, do a bit of crocheting. And those items were not only just a matter of clothing their family, but they were also a source of income. Because at the fair day, you could bring the product, sell it to merchants, and you had a little bit of extra coming into the household that other people who couldn't do these trades didn't have. Many people in this area were employed in this industry, and I would safely say at one time there was probably the guts of 100 hand weavers, and then the people associated with that. Hand knitting, I know from my own personal experience in our business, at one time we had 1,600 cottage workers all across Ulster. So it was a huge industry that was there in people's home. It was never a big money earner for them, but it was a very important income that they could save for certain times of the year: Christmas time, kids going back to school, communion time. This all brought money into homes that didn't have another source of earning money. And that was where the embryo started in people's homes, moved into a factory environment, and today it has evolved into an international industry, supplying customers, retailers, designers around the world.